A very powerful feature within DQE One is the ability to accelerate data entry and validate that data in real time. This video will demonstrate this capability. We're going to enter in a new account and contact in Salesforce. From the Account tab, I will select New in the upper right. We've set up an override on the standard Salesforce form to use a DQE One custom form. We'll first enter the account name. We've configured DQE One to default to the location of the user, but in this case, our account and contact is in France. Once we've changed the country selector to France, we'll enter the phone number. You'll notice that as soon as we leave the field, DQE One performs a real-time check on the phone number and verifies it as a valid landline. We're going to move to the address fields where we are going to search for the address. Note that we don't have to enter all the components of the address. As soon as the correct address becomes visible, we'll simply select it and DQE One will populate all the necessary fields. We'll go ahead and save this record and enter a new contact at DQE Software. Once again, we've configured Salesforce to use a DQE One custom form. Our new contact is Jonathan Rothenberger. When we begin typing his first name, you'll see that DQE One is starting to provide suggestions. When we see the name we want, we simply select it and move on to the next field. Similarly, when we start typing in the last name, suggestions appear, allowing us to enter the last name very quickly and accurately. We'll enter and verify the phone number and then move on to the email field. We'll start entering Jonathan's email address. As soon as we type the first letter, DQE One suggests popular formats based on the first and last name. Jonathan told us that his email format was first initial, last name at dqe-software.com. We'll select the format, and before we enter the domain, notice that DQE One also suggests popular freemail domains. We will enter in dqe-software.com. When we leave the field, DQE One checks the email address and has determined that the address is invalid. We'll make a note to reach out to Jonathan to get the correct email address. We'll complete Jonathan's record by searching for and selecting the address. Lastly, we will save the record. We've reached out to Jonathan at the verified phone number, and he's advised us that his email address has not yet been set up, and has advised us to simply use sales@dqe-software.com. We're going to use a custom DQE One button to access the custom edit form. This form will provide us with the same verification capability we saw earlier. We'll change the email address to sales@dqe-software.com. When we leave the field, DQE One verifies the email address as valid. With DQE One, we can accelerate data entry and validate that data in real time.